Welcome to the coach trip. 7 couples on a 30-day tour in the sun. For some of them, it could be the holiday of a lifetime, taking in some amazing sights and cities.
Coming on coach trip has been a once-in-a-lifetime experience, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Great memories.
But for others, it could be a complete nightmare.
Did you lose your wallet?
Why didn't you take it with you?
Why supposed to leave it?
What are you going to give it to any of us?
We'd have looked after it for
I need help.
This is no ordinary coach trip, because if you don't like the people you're travelling with, you can vote to send them home.
We feel that you can be a little boring.
Thought I was boring today, did you?
Overall,
Overall boring.
a little bit, I said.
I'm sorry, but, you know, I just don't accept that.
Currently travelling on the coach trip are partners Andrea and Ivor,
And it's definitely me. She likes her own way, likes to do her own things. And
That's only with you. I'm not like that with everybody.
mother and daughter Doris and Anne,
I had to go at the press-ups. It's dry. Doing wine, I think. And I thought I'd play for it.
friends Becky and Jess.
I don't want people to think that I'm a blonde bimbo, because I'm not. You know, I like to wear my makeup and I like to look good, because if you feel good on the inside, if you look good on the outside, you always feel good on the inside. And that's my sort of philosophy.
Husband and wife Paul and Joy.
We're really enjoying the trip. It's really good fun. I just hope we can last for a bit longer.
Friends Victoria and Jackson.
I don't want to flirt around people just to make sure they don't vote for me. I don't care if you vote for me, to be honest.
yeah,
I'm not lowering myself.
quite literally.
Yeah.
Friends Paul and Tim.
Paul has his own rules.
No.
If you can't play by them, then that's it.
No.
It's like, it's my ball, you're not playing.
No, I tell you what, if I'd have had a penknife, I'd have punctured the bloody thing and no one would have had a go with it.
And having a sense of fair play in any situation is Brendan, their tour guide.
It's a game, you know, and they lost. And Benjamin, who was the referee, said le referee, he confirmed it. So it was 1 point to us and 0 point to them.
Yesterday, the coach trip began the French leg of the tour and visited the town of Perpignan, where the group got to tackle each other at a rugby lesson. But Dave's tactics upset some passengers.
And you've just got somebody like Dave who's just so hell-bent on spoiling things
He just takes everything too seriously.
Chill out.
At voting time, Di and Dave got a red card and had to leave the trip, while Andrea and Ivor set their sights on a new target.
There's another pair we have to get rid of,
Jackson and Victoria.
so watch this space.
But will their plan succeed on day 20 of the coach trip? It's 8:30 a.m. and the coach has left Perpignan and is making its way towards today's destination.
Now we're on our way to Montpellier, which is a lovely port in the south of France. It's a very big university town, and it has a medical faculty which goes back to the 12th century. It's a beautiful, old, charming town. It has a beautiful Place de Comédie. At one end of the Place de Comédie, you've got the Opera House, and the other side, you have a beautiful promenade that you can walk down. There's an Arc de Triomphe, which was actually commissioned by Napoleon in 1806, and there's a beautiful statue of Louis XIV. When we get to Montpellier, we're actually going to the Avenue Saint-Nazaire, to a very famous cookery class. We're having a cookery lesson, and it's led by 2 of the most famous chefs in Montpellier, and they're twins. Okay, so they'll be actually teaching you how to do sort of French cuisine. And this area is noted for its gastronomic delights. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
It's 11 a.m. and the group have arrived in Montpellier for their cookery lesson. But before they begin, Brendan has uncovered some disappointing news.
I have arranged for 2 lovely chefs who are twin brothers, actually, Jacques and Laurent Poussel, who were the only, actually, twin chefs in the world to possess 3 Michelin stars. Their restaurant is just down the road. We were just going to have a little cookery class with them, but unfortunately, they're on holiday. So, their sous chef, Benoit, is going to actually take their place this morning. And hopefully he'll just have to suffice. He's no stars or anything, but, you know, he's a sous chef, and as long as he can chop a few veggies and show them what to do, that's the main thing. And as for the other 2, the twins, I'm going to have them when I see them, because it's just not on. I mean, fancy not turning up for us for coach trip. It's a disgrace. Sacre bleu!
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Laurent and Jacques Pourcel kitchen demonstration. I'm going to teach you how to do a chilled grapefruit and avocado salad. I'm going to serve it with prawn kebab.
Thank you, Benoit. And please make sure you take note of how Benoit does it, because you're actually going to eat what you cook this morning, OK?
OK, we're going to start with the salad first. Huh?
The Atelier des Cuisines cooking house was opened by twin chefs Jacques and Laurent Pourcel, so they could share their special cooking secrets and techniques with both adults and children. Although as the lesson begins, it's not clear which camp Paul falls into.
Oh, I've just cut my arm open.
Paul, are you paying attention down here, please? Please pay attention, Paul. Paul seems to be messing about as usual. Doesn't cook, can't cook, won't even try, especially even chopping a cucumber.
Start at the bottom. This one isn't working.
You're doing it the wrong way round.
Go slowly, go slowly.
And don't be so quick with it. Go slowly.
Right way.
Paul, go slowly.
I am going. I see. He gets very involved in what's going on. I think he feels a bit responsible for us.
I only keep on at you because you don't listen to what he's trying to tell you.
I am listening.
No, you're not. You're not paying attention.
Yeah? You like some?
Lovely. OK, be careful, be careful.
I think today Paul was a little bit over the top. We were trying to listen what was going on, and we were quite enjoying what the chef was showing us, but every so often there's come this little jibber going across the table. Just need to keep quiet now and again.
Life is what you make of it yourself, and if somebody has been upset by any of the comments that I've made, well, I'm sorry, but that's your problem.
As the lesson continues, it becomes clear it's not just Paul's attitude that some of the passengers are finding irritating.
Vic and Jackson made us feel uncomfortable by sort of
Sneaky comments
and laughing and giggling and sort of, you know,
being very immature and childlike, to be honest.
I mean, he's 30-odd years old, he's got a couple of kids, and he's acting like a 5-year-old.
He's acting like a complete fool.
And it's not just us that have noticed it. It is other members of the group that have also noticed it.
We keep trying to make conversation and...
They seem to, you know, go on their own, don't seem to want to join in with us. I mean, you look at them any time, they're all stood on their own or sat on their own.
Becky and Jess and a few other people have actually left us to it. You know, they're not trying to make conversation with us, and we're not trying to make conversation with them, so it's all cool.
It's been very good.
It's all good.
Better. Really good.
More of a laugh.
Oh, you make us so hungry. Take a seat, ladies and gentlemen. Take your aprons off. Sit down for lunch. So now we've finished our dish of the day, so if we could kindly thank Benoit for teaching us how to do this in our usual way. Thank you.
The cooking lesson that we've just had was absolutely super. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I really did enjoy it. The portions were a little bit small, and I appreciate some of the men might be a bit hungry, but sort of, it's a taster, and you don't get huge amounts, do you, when they're sort of gourmet foods.
We finished cooking and we sat down at the table and looked and thought...
You had one
prawn.
And as you can see, that would never fill either.
No, it wouldn't go anywhere in this tummy. Nothing like a good hearty English meal. You know, it's just no comparison in it. You get into your steak, chips, peas, or your cooked breakfast, you know, how can you compare it?
A few of the group are actually still hungry. So there is a little patisserie just down the road, so I'm going to take them down there for a coffee and a croissant or a muffin or something to fill them up, because all the school is providing for us are the starter and the dessert. So some of them are moaning that it's not enough food. Yeah, I've just, unfortunately, the patisserie is actually closed. So So I'll have to have a look at something else. There's a possibility of going to a hypermarché just on the edge of town just to get some croissants or something. But I'll have to find some food for them because this is just not enough. There'll be a revolution on my hand, and it won't be the French Revolution, it'll be called the Food Revolution.
Coming up in part 2, the group attack each other with spears at a local sports contest. And it's no holds barred at voting time.
We just feel that your behaviour has been a little vindictive over the last few days.
Yeah. We've not spoken to you because I personally, speaking for myself, don't want to speak to you.
Today, the coach trip has travelled to the city of Montpellier, where the group have already made a traditional French lunch, but haven't made enough.
I'll have to find some food for them because this is just not enough. There'll be a revolution on my hand, and it won't be the French Revolution, it'll be called the Food Revolution.
Luckily, a nearby hypermarché has saved Brendan from an uprising.
That's my bag.
So, ham and cheese, egg salad, oh, tuna.
That looks green.
Yeah, grab that.
And some decent food has certainly lightened Ivor's mood. Or maybe it's the company.
Ready?
Oh, let's have a look.
No. No. We don't like looks. No.
We don't want to give you that.
No.
Show me see it. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think I look good. Oh, that's bigger.
After being properly fed and watered, the passengers arrive at their next destination, which is just southwest of Montpellier, in the port town of Sète. Known as the Little Venice of southern France, Sète is also famous for a traditional 17th century French sport.
This area is renowned for joute or joute, which is literally jousting, but using boats instead of using horses. Hey! Very good. So what we're going to actually do now is divide you up, blue for the boys, red for the girls, and you're actually going to go into the boats and actually take part in your own jouting competition, okay? All right? Okay. Come on, get in. Jump. That's right, guys. Go right up to the... Girls, don't forget to support him. He's your knight in shining armour. Oh, you don't really want to do this, do you?
No, I don't.
No, you don't really like water.
Water and I don't go.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
We're not
And I can feel your hand being quite tight on this key. So what we'll do is we'll get you onto dry land over there.
Right, lovely,
okay,
thank you,
and then we can support them from the side.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Shoot!
Shoot, the water joust. When I saw those spikes on the end of those poles and the shields, the way they were damaged, it could have been very dangerous, I think, personally, but it looked fun. If there'd been a boxing glove on the end, I would have thought it'd been a better thing to have done.
Very good. They both held on there, actually, the red and the blue.
No, it was very good. It's certainly something different that you wouldn't see probably anywhere else. French have some very unusual sports and pastimes. Yeah.
Come on, guys, get into the swing of it. Woo! Allez les bleus, allez les bleus. Allez, allez. Hey!
The girls won.
Let me just clarify this before we go on about the girls one.
Oh, you would.
We said to the chap, because of chivalry, we had to let the girls win the last one.
Yeah, right.
And he laughed at us and we said, no, we must do this because we'd be in trouble afterwards. So he graciously gave in and let the girls win. So there we are.
Well, there has to be a winner, and the girls won.
We let the girls win.
We let them win. It's the gentlemanly thing to do.
They don't think it's a gentleman thing to do. They know you've lost.
Let the girls win, because if they don't win, We're never at the end of it. We're never at the end of it. You know what they're like.
Yeah.
Congratulations, girls. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. You did really well.
Overall, we won, and we're quite pleased with ourselves, aren't we?
We are. And it was a great experience.
It was.
Something that we'd never, would never normally do.
But back on dry land, tensions between Victoria and the group seem to have resurfaced.
Were you on the boat as well?
No.
She's not making an effort to talk to anybody else in the group.
I get the feeling that they're not part of the same group.
I don't know why. I don't know why
she's
she's
with
doing
anybody.
it.
They don't seem to stand with anybody.
Yeah. They isolate themselves. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on, but I don't even know if she likes me. But
The ladies are the winners, and I present you with some champagne. Okay.
A little bit gone though, so yes for me. That's the point.
Doris. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's vote time. Thank you.
On this coach trip, the passengers vote for who they don't like travelling with. Whoever gets the most votes is awarded a yellow card. If they get another yellow card on the trip, it becomes red and they are sent home and replaced by a new pair. Brendan gathers the group together to hear the result. Currently, none of the couples have a yellow card.
Once again, we need to know who you're voting for and your reasons why. Thank you.
Victoria and Jackson are the first to vote.
Today, we're voting for Paul and Tim. I thought Paul's reaction to Dave's comments last night at the vote were completely out of order and over the top, given that he'd only spent a day with the guy. I thought he went well overboard about it. And the comments about respect and stuff, I just thought that's ridiculous, because you show very little respect to other people and expect a whole pile of it coming back at you.
Today we are voting for Victoria and Jackson. We feel that initially you have befriended us, and it's quite sad because we feel that we could have been quite good friends with you, and we just feel that your behaviour has been a little unnecessary and a little vindictive over the last few days.
Yeah. Can I just ask in what way?
Just some...
The fact that we haven't spoken to you?
No, well, yes, that, but that's not really vindictive. I think it's more just sort of the little comments and the little sort of...
Like what? Can you name one, please? Because I want to know what comments I've made about you.
There are many, but don't really want to go into it because we're not really sort of the confrontational type.
We haven't spoken to you, though. That's the thing. We've not spoken to you because I personally, speaking for myself, don't want to speak to you.
There's no reason to behave in that way, you know. We're all here for a laugh and a giggle and a bit of fun, and it just seems a bit unnecessary and a bit...
We are too.
And
we are having fun, we are having a laugh.
Yeah, that's exactly the point we're saying. And the fact that we were honest about how we felt.
If you're having fun and a laugh on your own, then that's fine.
To be honest, yes, I am.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Today, Joy and I are voting for Jackson and Vix. We feel they're
still on the outside. We keep trying to pull them in.
Yeah.
In fact, we've sat in the front today, opposite them, opposite on the opposite side, to try and sort of draw them into a group.
And they have been...
still, yes, a little bit better, but they seem to remain on the outside all the time, to their own choice, really.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't worry. Absolutely fine.
Today we're voting for Jackson and Vix. We still feel that they're not part of the group, and particularly at the meal last night that had been arranged for us, we all went, and you two didn't join us.
And that's fair. We wanted some time on our own, which we had.
If you were one of the group, could you not just said to us, one of us, you know, we don't fancy them, we're off to so-and-so.
We just wanted some time and space.
Yeah, but if you'd have said that to anyone...
Yeah, but we weren't speaking. That's the whole reason we didn't say, by the way, we
Did you not speak to any one of us yesterday, then?
We don't. To be honest, if any one of the other guys on the coach said he thought exactly the same thing, they don't need to tell us their reasons. If they want to have some time and space on their own, that's perfectly fine.
Fair enough.
Today, we've decided to vote for Victoria and Jackson.
Thanks very much.
I think some kind of game is going on. I think they're deliberately trying to annoy people for some reason. Today they've just sat on the coach giggling and laughing and making funny comments to each other, and I don't know what's going on.
Today we're also voting for Victoria and Jackson.
There is no interaction between us at all.
Yeah.
We've tried to talk to them and nothing comes back, so after a while you just give up.
Yeah.
And we try to include them in everything.
Yeah, we try to include them in the group as much as anybody else.
They just don't want to know.
But they always take the step backwards.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the result of this evening's vote, with 5 votes against them, the first yellow card goes to Jackson and Victoria. Thank you. And if you'd like to follow me to the coach, we'll continue on to our hotel. Thank you.
Absolutely fine.
Okay.
Completely fine.
No problem.
Sorry.
Thanks very much.
First yellow card doesn't come as a surprise. We did think this would happen, and there are some people like Joy
and Paul,
who we completely understand and know why they voted for us, and then there's a bunch of other people who are sheep.
Yeah, completely.
That's it.
Or it could actually just be the fact that they don't like us. That's a shame.
We accomplished our mission today. And like we said before, we always see a mission through to the end. So tomorrow, we'll complete the mission.
Do you know what I'm loving?
What?
How everyone comes up and says, gutted you're going. That's a tragedy.
It's a full house, though, so you've got to be proud of that.
Quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just realised what a snob she is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did they put on a coach?
You only
Why did they
realise.
go on a coach with 2 people?
Yeah,
then?
you only realise she's a snob today because it's the first time we've really heard her speak.
Yeah.
But no, that's.
Why
I've seen
don't
a
you
different
go on
side to it
holiday
now.
with-
I've got
without-
nothing against her. I've just seen a different side to it now.
Says it all. Yeah.
I was going to say, I know we haven't spent much time with the group. I know we haven't, and I'm very aware of that. But like I've said before, I don't want to spend time with people that I don't particularly like.
Next time on Coach Trip, the group continue their French odyssey and head towards the city of Marseille, where they meet 2 new passengers
Welcome to Coach Trip. Welcome to Coach Trip.
and take a relaxing ride through the lagoons of the Camargue.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh! Oh!
Coming up next on More 4, Kirsty and Phil and Location, Location, Location.